mobilization best. So just position that you can be confident in for a second. Cool. It's just walk off through the next one. Good. Bring your arms out to the side. Bring the arms up overhead. Bring the arms all the way back down. Arms go back up overhead. Arms come all the way back down. One more time, bring them all the way back up. Good, and then bring them all the way back down. Good, and then just shake out the wrists. Okay, so we're going to find our way into a standing position at the back of the mat. We're just going to warm up the whole body and build up a little bit of heat. So I'll show you the first variation. So variation 1, something to move the whole body. Walk out into a plank. You can drop the knees down if you like. I'm going to take a push-up. Lift the knees. You're going to go for 5 of those. So just folding yourself down, towards yourself. Either dropping it up, taking a push-up, walking hands back towards feet. And rolling up. And then coming back down. Work with your own time. Go for 5 of these. Back of the body. And back up. I'm on my last one. Thanks, Maddie. Cool. Okay, so then this time, all forward. We're going to walk out and find our way straight into a downward dog. You're going to step the right foot forward, open the right arm. Good. Bring the right hand behind the head. And then we're going to the other way around. Left hand down, right hand up. You're going to bring the right elbow and then open back up. Elbow comes down towards the inside, open back up. Elbow goes down, open back up. Hand goes down, step the foot back, back down the dog. And then it goes left foot forward, Charlotte. That's it. Right hand goes down, left hand opens up. So hand goes to the back of the head. Bring it down. And open back up. And yes, Josh, I will mute everyone. 2 more times. Okay. And then when you're done, bringing the hand down, step the foot back, push back down with dog. And step the right foot forward. You're going to do 2 more times on each side, picking up the pace a little bit. 1, 3. Hand goes down, foot goes back, hips go back and up. Whenever you're ready, swapping sides. 3, 4. Hand goes down, foot goes back. Push the hips back and up. Last time, foot goes forward. Hand down, foot back, hips back, and then swap sides. Hand goes down, foot goes back, downward dog. Good. Okay, so we're going to walk the feet forward towards the hands, find your way into a standing position. Okay, so we're going to build up our first little sequence. It's in the legs. Just be mindful of your knees during this, making sure that we're tracking knees over toes at all times. Okay, so I'll do this one facing you. You probably want to face forward on your mat. Okay, so we're going to bring the right knee in and up towards the body. Draw the torso forward so the heel presses down. Pick the foot up. You're going to step the foot wide, lunge into the knee. Foot comes back up. We're going to do 5 of these. 3, 4, really pressing the hips back. 5, bring it up, drop the foot down, swap sides. Left leg goes up, keep the heel down. Step it out, lunge, come back up. And 2, and up. 3, and up. 4, and up. 5, and up. Good. Okay, so we're going to add to that. This time what we're going to do, right knee is going to come up. I'll show you the whole thing. We're going to set the foot wide, bring the knee up. We're going to push it back. And we're going to pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to step the foot back, and then we're going to swap the legs over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step the foot forward, roll up, swap sides. Is that okay? I'm looking at you all. Yes, okay. Thanks, Maddie. Okay, so right knee comes in and up. Right foot steps out, hips go back. Foot comes back up. 4 more times. Step it out and down. And up. Out and down. Up. Out and down. Up. Last time. Out and down. And up. Bring the leg back behind you. Lean the torso forward. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot steps back. Hands go down. Swap the legs over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the back foot forward. Good. Reach yourself all the way back up. And then we get to swap sides. So this time left foot draws in and up. Use the reins. Step the foot out. Hips go back. Heel presses up. Good. 4, 3. I will talk louder. 2, and 1. Knee comes up, lean forward. Leg goes back and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot goes back, hands go down and swap the legs over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the back foot forward, roll up. So we're going to do that one more time on each side. So when you're ready, step the right foot up and then step it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee up. Leg goes back, heel presses back and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot goes down, hands go down and swap over. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time keep that leg in front. Hands come onto the fingertips, start to straighten the front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step the back foot forward. Roll up and swap sides. So left foot comes in and up. Step it out. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Lean the body forward. Leg goes back. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot goes back, hands go down. Swapping over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips, we're going to straighten the leg. 1, bend it back. 2, bend it back. 3, bend it back. 4, bend it back. 5, bend it back, set the back foot forward. Roll all the way up. Okay, hopefully everyone's warmed up a little bit. Great. Okay, come down and find a tabletop position. Okay, so we have options here. Option 1, you're going to tuck the toes, hover the knees and bring opposite knee to elbow. Option 2, extend the leg all the way through, open the arm, hand goes back down, knee goes back. Straighten it through, open up, hand goes down, foot goes down. You can just work here, tapping knee towards opposite elbow instead. That's where we start. But you want your knees hovering off the mat. So you're going to do 3 on each side, and then we'll take a child's pose and break between it, and we'll do another set. So finding a quad position, tap the toes underneath. Hover the knees off slightly, draw the abdominals in. And then you can either bring left knee to right elbow, or you can straighten the leg out, open the right arm up, and bring it down. And back. Up to you. Straighten the leg, or just do the knee to the elbow and back. Nice, Charlotte. Keep the hips down a little bit when you shift it back. So you're in a table, that's it, nice. Good, if you're straightening out, you want to do 3 on each side, and then when you're done, drop the knees down and find a child's pose. Nice, honey. Take a few deep breath cycles there. I'm just blowing my nose, sorry, I had to get joy's hay fever. Okay, find your way back into that tabletop. So we're going to do it one more time. If you are just drawing the knee to the opposite elbow, you're going to go for 6 this time instead of 3 on each side. So you're going to go 12. So you're going to be going 1, 2, 3. So my hips are not in a plank. I'm here, just hovering off the mat. Same with the legs. My foot goes out. I stay low, open, down, and try and build up a bit of pace with that. But you're not coming into a plank. Okay. Whenever you're ready, tap the toes, hover the knees, and choose a variation. Keeping the core engaged, keeping the movement quite low. Good, and then drop down, find a child's pose. Okay, take one more breath cycle. Shift the weight forward. So the first variation of this would be to walk the knees back a little bit. We're going to drop down onto the forearms 3 times, leading with the same arm each time. Then you're going to interlace the fingers, weight comes forward and back 3 times. That's option 1. Option 2, you're going to pick up the heels to make it a little bit more challenging. Option 3, we're here, lowering 3 times, and then we're doing these from the downward dog position. So, Maddie, I love that smile, it's like, you statist. Okay, take the variation that fits you. If we're starting off and all of these movements feel quite new in the body and certainly in the shoulders, This is where we're working, and we're just leaning the weight a little bit further forward, so you've got a bit more load through the upper body by bringing the weight forward. Next, pick up the feet, challenge yourself a bit more, otherwise you're doing it in a plank. Take the variation that works for you, lead down with the same arm each time. So finding your way down onto the forearms, pushing back up. One more time. Good, and then come down onto the forearms, interlace the fingers. Good, and then you're just shifting your weight forward and then pushing yourself all the way back. So even if the knees are down, you're still pushing the shoulders back. Bringing them forward, nose goes down, pushing all the way back. One more time. And all the way back. Find yourself straight back up onto your hands and swap sides. Lead with the other hand. Good, drop down forearms. Take the variation that works for you. Good, drop down, take a break, and we're going to do that one more time through. Okay, when you're ready, finding your way tabletop or plank. And again, leading with one arm. Keeping the core tight, making sure we're not lowering into the lower back. Good, come down, forearms, interlace fingers, go for 3, coming forward and back. Good, find your way back up onto your hands and lead with the other one. Dropping down, pushing back up. Hi, family. Good, come down, interlace fingers. Weight goes forward, weight goes back. Forward, back, forward, back. Good. Come up onto the hands, find a child's pose. Okay. So this time we're going to find our way into a seated position. Coming down onto the hips, feet go in front. We're going to build on this class kind of each week, because calisthenics actually becomes quite challenging for the L6 and all sorts of other unpleasant things. So we will just build on this week on week. And there will always be different variations for where you're at. Okay, so finding your way down, we're going to work on a bridge pose. If you can keep your ribs tucked for the whole inhale up and the whole way down, you are working one-legged. We're going to do 6 on one leg, 6 on the other, or we're doing 12 here and we're working on form, keeping the ribs engaged so that when we come down, we don't end up doing this and create a back bend. We want to keep this tucked. We're going to do 12 of those, followed straight into lifting the hips up, legs go down, lifting the hips up. We're going to go for 12 of those. Okay, whenever you are ready, either one-legged or two-legged, 12 or 6 on each leg. Watching the ribcage, especially on the descent. Swapping sides if you've used one leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight into the candlestick. So push down with the fingers. Legs go up. Back is the first variation. Straight up is the second.
Bring them down, lower the legs as low as you can, keep the ribs engaged. Legs go up, straight up or behind you, and down, up, and down. 4, you're a third of the way through. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one. Legs go all the way down flat. Bend the knees, take a minute. Okay, when you're ready, again, bending the knees, plant the feet down. Two-legged, going for 12. One-legged, 6 on each side. Watching the rib cage. Whenever you are ready, lifting yourself up. Try and keep the chin tucked towards the chest so we're not overarching through the neck. You're squeezing the glutes at the top. And when you're ready, swapping sides. Feet go down. And then when you're ready, we're going for 12. Candlestick. And lower. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Lowering the legs for control. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1 flat. Take a minute. Just allow the breath to slow down a little bit. Okay. One last exercise, and then we will stretch. Find your way into a plank. Knees up or down is fine. Oh, come undone. Okay. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to do a tricep push-up into a T with an oblique rainbow. So you can be knees down. Again, next variation, feet up or full plank. Triceps, pivot the feet, open into a T, hips go down and up, down and up, down and up, hand goes down, triceps, swap sides. We're going to do 3. And you can take whatever variation. So if side plank doesn't work because of wrist or anything else, same principle applies. Instead, you just pivot the feet around and you find your way here, and then you drop the hips. Same thing, okay? If that feels odd on the knees, this is where we can come to. So you bring the first foot over the top, and it makes it a little bit easier to get the hips down without having to twist the knee joint. So Take the variation that works for you. There's no rush. Okay, so whenever you're ready, taking 1, 2, or 3. Lowering down triceps. Opening into your variation of a side plank. Arm goes up or hand can stay on the waist if the shoulders are burning. Lower the hips. Up, down, up. One more time. Down, up. Hand goes down. Tricep push up. Roll over. Open up. Hips go down. 1, 2, 3, and up. Find your way back. Triceps. Roll the feet. You can always bring the top foot over even if you're in a side plank because it will help with the balance. It takes some of the load off that bottom arm. 1, 2, 3. Hand goes down. Find your variation. Side plank. Arm up or on the waist. 1, 2, 3. Hand goes down, last set. Opening up. Hips. 3, 2, really lift as high as you can. 1, up. Hand goes down. Triceps. Last one. Arm up. Hips down. Really rainbow at the top. Good. Hand goes down. And drop the knees. Nice. Well done. Workout complete. Okay, we're just going to stretch out into the legs, into the glutes. So bring one foot over the thigh. And we're going to bring the hands behind you, fingers placed towards the back, and just start to bend the bottom leg. Pull the toes on both feet towards you, so you're actively dorsiflexing the ankles. And then lift the chest up. And then slowly allow the bottom foot to plant down, release the leg. Swap sides. Pulling the knee in. You can lean back as you do that, pull the toes up. And then try and push with the hands to bring the chest forward. Release it out. Good. Bring the hands behind you. So you can either stay in any kind of seated position, you can come onto your knees. You're going to bring the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back, and try and pull the hands down first without overarching through the rib cage. We're keeping the ribs tucked, we're just trying to pull the hands down. Good, and then start to lift the arms off the body. If you're prone to hyperextending the elbows like I am, keep a micro bend. And then try and tuck the chin in. There we go. Good. Release the hands, give them a bit of a shake out. Okay. We're going to come down to lie on the belly. Everyone's favorite art. Okay, we're just going to take one, kind of an upward dog, but we're going to bring the fingers wide. Roll the shoulders back. Push down either with the toes tucked under and engage the leg, or the toes on the top, up to you. And just lift the chest up a bit, so stretch out your abdominals. Think about pushing the hips down. And then come all the way back down. Stretch out the quads, left arm comes underneath, fingers point towards the right side. Bend the right foot, right hand goes behind. Take the inside of the foot, bring the hands towards the back, that way, and elbow goes up. That's it. Okay. Now roll the right hip and shoulder back down. The foot wants to wing out to the side, try and squeeze it back. There we go. Now push the knee down and back. You should feel this intensified through the right quad. Yes. The closer your arm is and the higher your chest is, the more intense this feels. So if it's too intense, bring the chest a bit lower down. But you want to keep pushing the knee down and back and grounding that right hip and right shoulder forward. One more breath cycle. And then gently release. And swap sides. Elbow goes up, hip and shoulder roll back. Watch the knee, bring it back over the glute, push the foot down, and push the knee down and back. And then either lifting the chest up a little bit or lowering the chest down a little bit. One more breath cycle. Release, hands go down. Push up. You are done. The lunchtime boosts are meant to be just that, just a bit of a